The woman knew full well that her husband was about to become a billionaire due to demolition compensation. However, she chose to divorce her husband just before the demolition took place. She only received an electric bicycle worth 2,000 yuan as her share of the settlement. She then used all her money to buy a dilapidated courtyard at the entrance of the neighboring village. Seeing this, her husband could not help but sneer, thinking the woman had gone crazy. He was also fantasizing about keeping all the demolition money for himself. Little did he know, he had already fallen into the woman's trap. It turned out that the woman had been reborn. In her previous life, a road construction project required the demolition of her husband's old house. Originally, the compensation offered was only 10 million yuan, but her husband's family insisted on demanding 50 million yuan. The road construction company was unwilling to pay that amount. Consequently, her husband's family refused to move out. They even went to the road construction company to cause a scene. It was precisely when she was using the restroom at the company that the woman accidentally overheard a phone call made by a company executive. She learned that their bottom line for the demolition compensation was 10 million yuan. Otherwise, other households facing demolition would follow suit and demand more money. If her husband's family was determined not to move, the executive decided to reroute the road to bypass that dilapidated courtyard at the entrance of the neighboring village. He was certain that the courtyard could be acquired for 10 million yuan. Upon hearing this, the woman immediately told her family members about the matter. She advised them to quickly agree to the demolition. Her family saw that their year-long protest had yielded no results. They had no choice but to sign the agreement reluctantly. But afterwards, they heard that some other households had received more money. Her husband's family therefore blamed the woman for causing them to lose 40 million yuan in potential compensation. From then on, they often deliberately abused the woman. Eventually, they tortured her to death. Unexpectedly, in the very next second, the woman was reborn and returned to the day when the village chief informed each household about the upcoming demolition. At this moment, her husband's family was insisting on demanding 50 million yuan in compensation. The woman took the opportunity to send a message to her best friend from the neighboring village. She asked if there was a dilapidated courtyard at the entrance of their village. She quickly received a positive reply. At this time, the village chief, having failed to persuade her husband, left in anger. Seeing this, her mother-in-law suddenly looked a little flustered. She worried that asking for too much compensation would result in the demolition being cancelled. But her husband stated that he had a classmate whose family was originally only offered 6 million yuan for demolition. But after the classmate's family caused a scene, they were given 30 million yuan. As he spoke, he told his mother to ask the woman, who was a female college student. Seeing this, the woman immediately stated that for such a large house, the compensation should be at least 50 million yuan. If they went to cause a scene, they might even get more. Upon hearing this, the entire family was instantly overjoyed. However, her brother-in-law suddenly changed his expression. He wanted her husband and the woman to leave the house. He did not want to split the demolition money with them. His reason was that the man was already married. If they gave her money, she, an outsider, would spend all of it. Upon hearing this, her husband directly slapped his younger brother. Then he added that he would definitely not let the woman, an outsider, spend the money. As he spoke, he announced that he was going to divorce the woman. The woman merely asked him if he was certain he wanted a divorce. Her husband immediately slapped her across the face. He scolded her for eating and drinking for free at his house for so many years, and still wanting to take a share of his demolition money.